you had a dude slamming on plastic, slamming on plastic. Another dude singing fucking horrible whatever saying in Paint It Black. He's like, I want to paint it black. And then you got another one like ripping the guitar. Dude, it must have sounded like a trash compactor in the other room. Like, he's just slamming shit. It's so funny. What's going on? Split Screen Podcast, episode 6.
6. Who thought we would have got to 6?
Crazy, right?
Absolutely nuts.
Crazy. What's going on though, man?
Dude, not much. Just getting snow on April 4th. Bro. April 4th, we're still getting snow. Like, what is going on here?
Insane.
Right?
Absolutely insane.
I woke up and the forecast was all over the place. I'm sounding like an old man right now. I'm dating myself because I'm talking about the weather first thing. But I don't know what it is. As you get older, the weather means more. I don't know.
Has more impact on your day.
I'm old now. Okay, I'm old. I'm bald.
It has more impact on your day. Like it does. You can wake up and be like, "Damn, dude, today's gonna suck."
Today's gonna suck.
Or be like, "Yo, wow, it's nice out," but the things you're thinking about are like, "Oh man, like, good day. I could rake the leaves today. Like, I could totally like this is a pristine day to like it's
read
not
my
wet.
mind.
It's not wet. I'm like looking outside. I'm like, ooh, like none of the wood's wet. I could burn some stuff. Like I could. That was crazy.
Literally.
But you know what I mean? Like have a fire and stuff. Like I'm just looking outside, like thinking totally different things now. But
I know.
Crazy.
And yeah, I just cannot believe that we got some snow last night out of nowhere. But other than that, you know, life is life. Just work, random stuff here and there. But outside of that, you know, it's all normal shit.
I feel you.
How about you?
Good, man. It was good. We saw each other over the Easter weekend, which was cool. Hopefully, all of you guys had a good Easter. Easter was good, man. It was fun. You wouldn't believe the weather that we had up here. I'm saying up here. We're from like New England area, so we had 55 degrees to 60 degrees, and now we get snow. And I wake up today, and the estimation was like 6 to 8 inches, and I was like, dude, there's no way. We got like probably like 2, 3.
Really? I got like 6 or 7 where I am.
So then maybe we did get more. I don't know. I haven't been home all day.
No, that's the thing is like I'm like up on a hill, and I'm not gonna say obviously where I am, but it's crazy how much different the weather is for me, even compared to my parents who are 10, 15 minutes away from where I live. It's just like night and day difference. So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. That's part of living in New England. So every year I joke around at this time, like to my wife, I'm like, so when are we moving to a warm place?
Yeah,
like where?
It's like, why do we live here? Like why we choose this?
Literally, I feel like I am
this. We pay to be here.
Literally, we pay more to be here. I feel like I am part of the like, I don't know. I was just gonna make a comparison to like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And like living in the north, that's literally what it feels like. It's like you're just wearing cold jackets all the time. You have a grimace on your face.
Yep.
You're angry about something all the time.
It's like out of the norm if you're wearing like something that's not super bundled up, and like it's crazy, bro.
Every year it's a scavenger hunt to find your shorts and t-shirts and everything like that.
And you wear them
I've literally been wearing sweatshirts. Yeah, sweatshirts and sweatpants have been on me since October.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes in September.
There's
There's some September days where you're like, I can get away with sweatpants and a sweatshirt. I can
get away with it.
Because you like want to break them in because you haven't worn them for a while. So you're like, ooh, man, like finally like cozy clothes. I'm done. By the end of winter, I'm done. I don't want to see these. I don't want to see those things ever again, dude.
Ever again.
Ever again. Oh my God. But yeah, guys, we got some cool stuff for you guys. We went through a bunch of the comments. They were good. They were funny, man. They were funny.
I want to make a public comment here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for anyone. Actually, I'm not sorry if I pissed you off about the Wii.
Yeah.
I don't mind stirring the pot, but I will say if I struck any chords with anyone and you really love the Wii, apologies. I'm holding true to this. The Wii is dog shit.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I knew it. Yeah, man. Those tier lists are always fun, especially because like you're like a couple years older than me, so it's just enough time where like you can see the value system that we have built versus like because I never really had a Game Boy Color. Like my first was Game Boy Advance, so like you were
funny.
Like I never had a Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy SP, but I never like had the Game Boy Color. But I've played those games like being older. I've like played on a Game Boy Color. They're dope. Sure. I played on the yellow one, like the one that came with the Pikachu game.
Yeah, the OG. And did it have Game Boy written in like Pikachu colors?
Yes. And there was like a silhouette, I'm pretty sure, of Pikachu on it somewhere on the back.
Was it really?
On the back, maybe? Or maybe I'm thinking
there might have been. I know my friend who, no, apologies for cutting you off. My buddy had a yellow Game Boy, the same one that we're talking about. And he was the kid that, I digress, but he had a Pikachu and got it up to level 99 or 100 or something like that and didn't evolve it once. He just kept it a Pikachu.
B every single time he wins a fight, goes to level it up, press spam and B.
Yeah, that's crazy. Don't need it.
That's wild. I'm getting bad allergies, man. My body has no idea what's going on. It was 55 and the sun was out and it was like rain and I was like, all right, spray.
There we go. We're back to weather.
And dude, and there's like a blizzard.
DFISH is getting old.
Dude,
he's getting old.
You can hear it in me. I'm sorry.
I can hear it.
Like, God, you get me going.
Jeez.
But yeah, no, there's actually a bunch of news right now, like stuff going on in the gaming world. Like Twitter's been crazy. Twitter's been crazy. Reddit's been crazy. There's been a bunch of flops. We're going to get into all that. I mean, there's been new seasons that have been awful. There's been games pushed back. There's been crazy stuff. First thing I want to start with is, dude, GTA 6 got pushed back to 2027.
What?
It was supposed to come out like
okay, this is news to me, so
it got I'm
a little heartbroken right now,
dude. It got pushed back to 2027, and
2027.
And I hate this. I'll go to the comments and everyone's like, "A good game takes time. A good game takes time." I'm like, dude,
bro, a good game takes time,
dude. You know how long it took to make Modern Warfare 2? A year.
Yeah, those boys had their feet to the fire,
bro.
They were working.
2027, dude.
I wonder how long they've actually been in the works of, building this game, because they literally have crutched on, God, I can't remember what GTA actually, what number is it that's
6.
currently out there?
6.
It's 6.
Well, we're getting 6. The one that got pushed back is 6. We have 5.
Yeah, we have 5. So that's the one everyone does RP on. It's amazing how that game, it blew up, obviously because it's a GTA game. People love it. And then there's a huge RP community around it. I've always thought about trying it out and doing it. I know I've talked to you about it.
Yeah. I would love to do it, bro.
I know. It seems like really cool content. It just seems like easy enough to do, and there's people that you get to talk to. But my point being is I wonder how much they're building this new game off the idea that this could potentially be a new RP world. So I'm not giving them the excuse of what. Yeah, what'd you hear?
I heard that there's his own social media platform within the game.
I mean,
like there's its own social media platform that's dropping with the game, and it's going to compete with like Instagram, Twitter, all those. Like it's going to be an actual app,
but it lives in the game.
But you can access it from your phone, but you need an account in the game to access it.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder if they're going to work with another company to like make this a possibility. Dude, that is so cool.
How crazy would it be, dude, if when Elon bought Twitter, made it X, and now it's all a setup for GTA to have its own social media.
Oh, so that's the route you're going. You're thinking they just
they just buy one. They just buy X. I don't see it, but like how crazy would that be?
I think that's Elon, like low key. I think that's Elon's baby. Like he loves Tesla, and he loves whatever that SpaceX is.
Yep.
Whatever that venture is for him.
Yep.
I feel like X has become like I know that at one point he was talking about selling it and like not being the head honcho anymore.
Yep.
But man, has he's rocked the boat quite a bit.
That?
He has rocked the boat with with X, Twitter. It's always Twitter. It will always be Twitter to me.
Twitter, and I'll always be sending a tweet. I will not be posting a post. I will be tweeting.
Yeah, if you say you're sending an X, it's like, what? Like,
I will tell you one thing though. When you're on the desktop and all you have to do is press X and enter, it's pretty nice. It's like,
okay. Second thing that I've learned today.
You just go X and then you prick enter, like in the Google thing, and it's just x.com.
Yeah, don't add 2 more X's and you're good.
That domain must have been crazy. X.com.
Yeah, right.
Nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I heard that game's gonna be nuts. I heard that it's gonna be like open world to a point where it's like, obviously it's gonna be the biggest open world ever. But I'm hearing that, like, I don't know, like it's gonna be like to scale, like really, really large. Like you can, I wonder if it's gonna be like hour-long flights. Like you can't get across the map.
Wow.
Like you have, you have to spend time moving.
So they really, so if they're doing that, and this is a hot take, GTA, they probably are really building it off of that immersive RP type experience.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you step in and it feels like an MMO, but you're not doing raids and dungeons. You're like just around people, surrounded by people all the time. You're doing quests, you're doing things.
Life.
Obviously, it's gonna have a main. Yeah, it's literally gonna be. It's gonna be life online.
It's scary, bro, because what happens when people live in their room and put the Oculus on, whatever it is?
Yeah, they're gonna do VR
live
stuff too.
Another life, dude.
People kind of already do that with the RP stuff.
Yeah, but like you don't have to leave. Like you're living another person, and like it's crazy. And I'm hearing that there's like, it's gonna be there's gonna be its own cryptocurrency within the game, and you can make money in the game and make money in real life from how much money you have in the game.
No shot, really?
Dude, it's gonna be like Ready Player One.
Jesus Christ, this is wild. Dude, you're blowing my mind right now.
Isn't it nuts, dude? I go down Reddit rabbit holes, and there's like a lot to support what I'm saying too.
Like wild. Evidence as in like
what I'm saying, like it's not just like whatever. I'm just saying, like I've heard like there's been multiple like trusted leak accounts and trusted leak Twitters. Like obviously all of this is speculation because they haven't came out and said anything, but a lot of like trusted, they've been historically correct in everything they've been saying. Saying these crazy outlandish things. It's like you say it's stuff you can't even wrap your head around.
I mean, you say crazy and outlandish, and the picture you're painting right now is it's going to be a crazy and outlandish reality.
Yeah.
Like the fact that, I mean, they literally, to your point, are building a life within a virtual world.
Bro, like how many pixels there must be? Like how many buildings you have to design? And they're saying they're like trying to like AI generate faces.
AI generate it.
So that there's not like duplicate people. So you're always seeing new characters. There's not like like a mold for like a dude. Yeah. And there's like 5 guys and you dress them all different ways.
Yeah.
I guess
you're not getting
like AI generating face taking, like, oh my God. I'm going to play the hell out of it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, now it makes me want to do RP stuff to like get ready for it. But then,
right?
I don't know. You say 2027. That's gonna make me how old to be playing a GTA game with a bunch of like 18-year-olds? Dude, I'm sorry. I might be out of the ball game.
I think we might be better at it though, because we know.
Because we're seasoned.
That's what I'm saying. I guess
scam a bunch of kids.
Sorry, I guess, but like at the same time, like. I don't know, dude. Like, imagine that's the game you come home from high school and play.
Dude, if that was the game I came home to and played from high school, I would never have passed any of my classes. I had a hard enough time doing it, and I was playing SOCOM 2 and Sly Cooper. You know?
Sly Cooper's a great game.
It's a banger.
It's a banger. People now, like if kids now, if they try to play like Sly Cooper, they'd be like, dude, this game's so boring. All it is single player. Yeah, dude. And it's a great story about a raccoon.
Yeah, kid, that's the point. You're missing the point.
And it's a great story about a raccoon. All right, second thing. I was talking about Twitter. Are we really, is 60-year-old Mike Tyson really gonna get in the ring?
Absolutely.
He's
gonna win too,
dude. No fucking way you think that.
I saw an interview today. He did it. I don't know what news channel it was, and this is like, I don't want to say one of those like Fox News channels, but it's him. He's sitting doing a regular interview,
yeah,
and he's telling this guy, he's like, "This is not an exhibition match." He's like, "This is a real fight. There will be no headgear," and he's like, "I'm going into the ring to lay him out," and like absolute blood in the water. He's like a shark on a mission.
Good
I'm
luck,
telling
dude.
you, man, I got my money on Tyson.
I like the Tyson fight, but he's 60.
It's got to be early. He's got to do it early. If he doesn't do it early,
dude, Jake Paul is on every enhancer there is. That's not a steroid. That dude is like.
Are they testing for this fight? Do you know?
I don't know. It's like the only thing
I don't know either.
Dude, if they're not testing, Jake Paul's gonna kill him. One, but two, dude, he's huge. He's a specimen. He's 28. He's in the prime of his life.
He's a big guy.
And dude, he's knocked out like real fighters now.
I mean,
it's getting. I'm nervous that like Mike Tyson's gonna like. I hate to speak this into existence. I don't even want like. Please don't clip this. But like, dude, you're 60 years old. You get hit too hard the wrong way, and like you have like a, I don't know, like a spasm in your brain. Like he's 60.
Yeah.
60. Not 50. 60. 58.
I don't know.
58.
I've seen. Yeah, I mean that's close enough to 60. I've seen some clips of him training.
Oh, he's fast. That's man. That's a bad man. I'm not taking anything. He's clearly like pound for pound, like
dialed in.
Pound for pound, but like he's the better fighter. He's a legend. It's Mike Tyson. I'm just saying, like
at 60 though.
60.
It's crazy to think that at 60 you can look like that and walk around like that. I mean, I've heard reports of like, oh, he's not as with it anymore. I mean, yeah, I'd expect him not to be as with it anymore. Like imagine a guy that's literally spent mostly his entire life, getting hit in the head. At 60 years old, do you expect to be all with it at 60? No.
And most of the time hitting other people in the head.
Yeah, at that, hitting other people in the head. I don't know. After you and I talked about it, I watched a few interviews, like shorts and stuff with him, and he's an interesting guy. Like he's had different parts of his life where he's like really into fighting, but then he stepped back and he's had some issues with drugs and stuff. Like when he did The Hangover
and LSD and like
dude, like cocaine and shit too. And like when he did The Hangover, like, he was pretty coked up then, or he was in a period where he was doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
And then you look at him now, he's probably clean as a whistle, but I mean, I'm sure he's taking some enhancements too to move around at 60 like he is.
Oh man, it's going to be so interesting. And so what's crazy, it's on Netflix for free.
I'm 100%. I don't know if I can say 100%. I'm at least going to put it on to see what the production quality is like. Oh yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing just because I never know until the kid's asleep, but like I just want to see what the production value is like. I want to see what it looks like. I've never ordered a fight before,
legit,
like a pay-per-view fight.
I think it's going to be pretty legit, and I think it's going to be like one of the biggest fights ever, because you're getting people that are putting it on because Mike Tyson's fighting. You're also getting people that, like me, are following socially, like on social media, all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You also you can't forget now that Jake Paul has been doing the boxing thing for a while, and now that's big. Now, what's crazy is Netflix is announcing that they are going to be the hub for all boxing. That's where you watch boxing, on Netflix.
Really?
Yep. They're
boxing.
Getting all boxing. They're getting like the Ryan Garcia fight. They're getting like all.
Yeah, how about Ryan Garcia, huh?
He is out there.
He was saying some stuff where I was like, you see stuff like that, and there's actually been more of that recently where guys have been coming out talking about Illuminati-esque type groups where those of like higher rank, the elites. Yeah, the elites
Yeah.
And weird things that they do when no one's watching and how they meet with each other and all this and that. I'm not going to get into it, but either way, Ryan Garcia is another guy that spent most of his life getting punched in the head. Part of me thinks it's either he's really onto something and he's right, or this fucker is like,
nah, dude,
he's cooked.
He got hit a lot more than Mike did.
Oh yeah.
He got hit a lot more than Mike did. He got hit a lot more than Floyd did too. But
right.
Yeah, dude, he was on the Full Send podcast, Ryan Garcia, and they were just talking. I was just like,
was he saying some weird shit?
But then again, it's like he sells a good fight. He plays a character.
Of course he does.
Everyone plays a character these days. So again, like I can't judge someone, even like just a regular influencer. Like when that camera turns on, they're playing a character. So it's you never really know. But like, dude, they're trying to cancel the Ryan Garcia fight because they're saying he's not mentally capable.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's
I wouldn't
wild.
be surprised if they have to not test him, but they have to put him through some sort of protocol to be like.
They are, yeah. They're putting him through like a psyop, whatever it's called. Like basically they're basically like trying to make sure he's not insane.
Yeah, I mean,
you say enough of that on Twitter, dude, and you're fighting in a massive fight. Someone's gonna be worried.
I remember when it blew up, and I was reading some of it, and I'm like, I had heard of the actual place that he was talking about that's in the woods.
Yes.
Excuse me, I'm burping here, but I had heard about the place that he was talking about, and the one that he kept referencing.
Yeah,
it's actually, you know where I heard it is from the same guys that you and I have watched a few shorts from that we've reacted to.
The Rogan Boys, or the guy that's on Rogan. Sorry, I don't want to say the Rogan Boys.
No, not even the guy on Rogan. He's the one with like the beard, longer hair.
Oh,
he was the one that did God, what's Ned's Hole? Nell's Hole?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's the one, they covered that at one point too. And the pictures of it are really eerie and creepy.
Yeah, I'm not with that stuff. I'm good.
I'm not with it either, but part of me is always like, man, that's interesting. It's interesting because I'm not a part of it.
It's interesting to know it like exists out there, and I hate to be such a nerdy gamer like this, but I just think of like World of Warcraft. I'm like, bro, those things are like real? What?
Yeah, right? Those shamans?
Like, what, bro? Like,
right?
Wonder what size inventory bag he's got. My God, that's so funny. It's not funny, but it's funny that we're stupid joke. I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, I hope Mike wins. I'm the first one to say I want Mike to win.
Really?
I'm just worried. I'm worried for his well-being. Oh yeah, go Mike. Go Mike.
I thought you were gonna want Paul all day.
No, go Mike. I respect what Jake's doing. Not a big fan of Logan Paul, but again, like whatever. Who am I to have an opinion? I just like. I guess I'm just basing it strictly off the content. Never met the guy. But go Mike. Go Mike. Knock him out, dude. Knock him out, dude.
It's not that I dislike the Paul brothers. I don't really subscribe to anything that they do. I don't necessarily I don't stay dialed into anything that they talk about or what they do or their products or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it would kind of be nice to see them get shut up a little bit.
Yeah, nice.
But at the same time, like, it'll be an interesting fight regardless of who wins. Yeah. So
be good. I'll watch it. It'll be all right. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Be fine. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Meant to send this over, dude. So, little side piece here. Me and Derek have been trying to get into. I shouldn't say trying. We've been talking about possibly, getting into No Build.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Any reason why?
So my theory is, it's a little bit more IQ based. It's a little more can't make a mistake, and you have to really optimize your loadout. You got to really.
It is about movement
and movement, and we're both controller players. So we have good movement versus others. Keyboard and mouse basically has all of the advantages in build. We're a controller duo. 1, 2, there's a lot of cash cups coming up and stuff in No Build, but I was thinking like, man, like since me and Derek are like older Fortnite players, like we've been around it longer, we have more of the IQ of how to play it. And if you ever listen to us and watch us play, like we're always like when we go off spawn, we're like always talking about like what he should grab, or I should take this from you and you take this from me, and like we'll do this and this. Whereas other guys, they'll just like grab shit and go. That's a lot of players, and I feel like some of me and Derek's strengths are really valued in no build, but we're always going to be build first. I mean, unless we pop off and no build, but we'll always be build first. But I think if we competed a little bit in no build, I think we could do pretty well.
I think you should try it. I don't know.
Once our shots are straight enough, though. Once we're back in it, once we're back in the mix of playing.
Sure. And I think it'll be a good test for you guys. Honestly, I think at first you'll probably really enjoy something new. Mm-hmm. You'll enjoy the feeling of just grinding something new and learning something new. Like I can guarantee you that just based on watching you guys for as long as I have.
Yep.
I am interested to know how different those lobbies are in comparison to like end games. Like what do end games look like? Because end games and build are, I don't want to say vastly different, but they just look different.
If you look at the no build, some of those no build lobbies are really cool. So I think we could do well there. I think we pay enough attention to the little details and have enough knowledge of the game IQ playing it for a long time that I think we'd do well. I think we'd do well. It'd definitely be an adjustment though. Definitely be an adjustment for sure. But I think we'd do well.
I don't know. I think that you guys will take to it really well. Mm-hmm. I don't see there. Obviously there's a learning curve. But I think it's at this point probably a much needed learning curve for the both of you since you've been doing the build for so long.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You've played no build and you've probably done well. But
yeah,
I think on a competitive scene, it's a good time to switch it up and try something new.
For sure. I mean, it makes your aim so much better too.
I have a lot of big streamers, competitive Fortnite streamers. I was going to ask about, I only really know a few. Are there any big names that have made successful swaps from build to no build?
Yeah, I mean, like when you got guys like Nick Merckx that come back too and like they'll only play like the no build tournaments. So like those guys will only play the no build. But you got a guy like Zemi. Zemi is like one of the best no build players. He's just known for no build. It's also created like a lot of people in no build. Like it's created a lot of names. Brought in like a lot of new pros, a lot of guys that just didn't have the builds, didn't have it all with them, but had the aim, had everything like that. So
sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's actually pretty nuts.
It's just
I can't wait to try it.
I'm glad it's a game mode that they're going to actually keep in the game.
Me too.
I thought for the longest time this was going to be like a flash in the pan, bring a bunch of boomers back to play the game that they love and then just like say goodbye to it. The fact they're keeping it though means that they're keeping a player base that solely is there for it.
I think it kept the player base and it brought back a lot of those like OGs too that like didn't even want to have to build and they're just pissed that another guy's building. So they're just like it opened up a whole new door too. So it's genius, bro. The map's good enough and you see like they do a lot of work with the map too. So there's no places to get stuck anymore. Like in no build, it's pretty. And dude, the movement is crazy. The sliding is nuts. Everything in the season is rotation based. Like this is a no build season for sure.
And that's so. Hold on. For build and no build, same map. Do they use the same maps?
Everything's exactly the same.
Interesting.
Yep.
How do you design a map that use two totally different playstyles?
Pretty crazy, isn't it? And there's a lot of up and down in the map, dude. There's a lot of like the highest peaks Fortnite's ever had meter wise, and the lowest valleys. Like the elevation is absolutely insane on this map, and the movement is like the craziest it's ever been. There's wings. There's like you can slide and heal while you're moving now. A bunch of moving heals, a bunch of group heals, a bunch of heals that make you move faster. A bunch of zip lines they added in. A bunch of things that like counter. Like there's medallions now where there's one medallion. There's only one medallion, or there's 4 medallions on the map, and each one does a different thing. And one of them like you don't take fall damage.
What?
You have to jump. You can't, if you get shot out, you're dead. But if you jump off of anything, you don't take fall damage. And then you're holding it. And it's just in your inventory. It's just like an ability. You don't have to pull it out. It's just in your inventory. So if you just jump off of something, you don't die. But if you get shot out and you didn't have time to jump, you die.
You die. Okay, so when you jump though, is it a paraglide, like you get your glider, or you just straight up like yoink and you jump?
Yoink and jump.
Dude, hey, Tim the Tap Man, this is the perfect time to come back, man. Grab yourself one of those coins.
Grab a medallion, Tim, and come back to Fortnite. There's no more fall damage. It's zero fall damage. He's just gonna struggle getting the medallion. They're popping. Like when you start the new season and you go to like your normal spot, if it hasn't been wiped out on the map change, and me and Derek like drop at our spot and nobody's there. Like, oh, I wonder why. Like we'll try the new spot. 50 people there. You're like, oh.
Oh my God.
Crazy, dude. And you're like lagging and the frames are horrible and it's ping is bad and I'm still playing on Central because that dude won't come home from frickin' Knoxville, so I'm playing on Central servers. So bad, bro.
That's gotta be weird playing from or going from build to no build and you drop on a hotspot and normally you could kind of like, you know, bundle yourself up with some light walls to make sure that you guys can do what you need to do before you like get out of there or like to heal. And now it's like, no, you quite literally need to know what you're doing and where you can hide if you need to hide and how you can get out of a situation.
And what's crazy is that like all of your cover can basically be broken. It's not like Call of Duty where like you're in a house and like you're in a house. You like if you go in a house in Fortnite, someone could just like 3 hit the wall behind you and it's broken. Another point to that though, it's super annoying because a lot of the rocks, they're starting to make things that you can't break. So when you're playing builds, you're like looking out, you rotate, you're like, all right, we'll go that way and I'll get brick. 3 of the rocks you can't hit and they don't break. You're like, dude.
You kind of need those though, because imagine an end game. Imagine an end game. This makes me think of PUBG. Like end game in PUBG back in the day, if you found like a rock that you could kind of like nicely nuzzle yourself behind and like get some good vantage points on people coming in from the storm, like you were picking people off. Because obviously there's no pickaxe in PUBG, but like, at least you understand that obviously it needs to be a part of it. But I'm sure
it'd be a wasteland, dude. Eventually, it would be just a flat field with everything shot out in it in an end game until you're just sitting there bloom battling people, and it'd be awful.
I mean, yeah, it's basically what we just looked at, but on land.
Yeah, literally.
And you're moving a lot slower.
I still think builds are more fun. Again, I haven't competed in no build, but builds, like, I like them. I don't ever want to get away from them because if you don't use it, you lose it. But
if you don't use it, you lose it. When does the no build adventure begin?
Dude, now there's duo cash cups. There's duo cash cups. I mean, we're not going to do it until we're on good internet because there is nothing worse than like trying to like trust only your aim. Like trusting just one thing and only your aim, and you have like bad internet and you don't even like see yourself getting hit. You're like, all right.
That sounds so extremely frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, build is not that much better. You just get your wall taken, but at least like, I don't know, you can protect yourself. I don't know, it's rough. I can't wait for it. The East stream playing back on East. It's gonna be great. D-Train return stream. Shout out D-Train. It's gonna be dope.
Shout out D-Train.
It's gonna be dope. But yeah, dude, that video is absolutely nuts. I had to send it over. I had to put it in the Discord to pull that up because that video was great. Absolute mayhem.
I hope you don't find any end games like that, man.
Dude, me neither. Or B2.
Because all I'm gonna do is laugh.
Dude, I'll win that thing. You kidding me? Dude, what a YouTube video that would be.
Just turn on the Cronus and crank.
Plug my action replay
in. There you go.
For real. All right, good time to do the maybe we'll go into the get a little bit of our tier list going too.
Hey, I like that. Let's do the tier list.
Yeah, let's pop into the tier list. This is actually, I'm actually pretty excited about this. I added some things in there too that I think are gonna be good.
You know, as an aim assist player, controller player.
Whoa!
Listen, I know how important these controllers are to you, so you're going to have the vast knowledge on probably a lot of the newer controllers. Again, I'm going to be the old man that is going to sit on my front porch and tell you about why the old controllers were better.
Well, so here's what I'm going to judge it off of. We got like S tier. S tier is obviously the best. F is like, this is awful. Like, what is this? Or are we going to do a did not use?
I kind of want to do a did not use because I'm already looking and like I won't even bring up the console I didn't use, but there are a lot that I didn't use. Also, the fact that you threw in a DDR mat has got me,
dude.
That's a
controller. That's a controller.
It is a controller.
So when I added these, remember now, the inserts do not count as controllers. So if you can't say why is the Mario Kart wheel not in there, because you got to put a Wii controller in that. I'm going for things that you didn't need to insert stuff. The only exception is the Guitar Hero guitar, where you have to put the guitar in it. The only reason I have that though is because you did have to plug it in, and there was multiple inputs on it that made it different. You couldn't. You had to hold it a different way. It's big enough of an exception.
Okay.
Some of these are funny, dude. I can't wait to do it. I threw one in there for you too. I don't know if that's the right one, but we'll go with whatever it is.
Okay. Is that the flight stick?
Yeah.
It isn't that one, but that is totally fine.
Okay.
I will not take offense to it. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I think a lot of people don't know what it is. Does it look like that though?
It looks somewhat like that. I can always show the box or something like that, but yeah, it's pretty similar. It's just a flight stick.
I think that one's a thruster or whatever it's called. It's got a weird ass
Thrust Master.
All right. Let's go. You were me first.
You first. You created the tier list.
All right. I'm gonna go a controller that is just one of the GOATs, the Xbox 360. I think it's a GOAT controller. I think it's extremely comfortable in your hand. I think
it is so good.
It is just, it's so ergonomically precise to your hand. It felt like it was always meant for your hand, no matter how small, how big a hand you had. It was always felt like it fit your hand perfectly. I loved it.
First game you think of when you look at that controller. Go.
Black Ops Zombies.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Gears of War for mine.
Ooh, yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That's OG. I like that. Black Ops Zombies though, dude. Because even still, like now, I'll go like back to the Xbox 360 to play it. Or I could, yeah. Like the old Black Ops, the old
dedication.
Black Ops. Yeah, dude.
You play on an old CRTV or whatever they're called.
I think no. We had this one still had the yellow, white, red. So I think you could. You could. Or no, the Xbox 360 had the HDMI. I think. Anyway, if you guys want to see the console one, there's another one on YouTube. We talk all about it,
dude. I got someone in chat right now that's like, where he's telling me about what he would pick for it, and I was like, yeah, here's the console video. Go get pissed off.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, go hate one of us,
please.
That's funny. All right, let me scroll down a little bit. It's ads, man. Some of them are pretty crazy, but I haven't used some of them. But what are you thinking here?
I am gonna go with let me grab the GameCube controller, top left.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
That is S tier.
Okay.
That is S tier for me. It is not only a controller that is unique, but it is a controller that has stood the test of time. Like I, as a kid, picked it up, knew what I was doing. As an adult, I can still pick it up, like play it, know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's just like Nintendo doing Nintendo things.
Dude, they had some of the best bumpers too. L and R, like your fingers fit perfectly in it. Z was always dope. Like if you had if your guy had like an attack that I always wanted to use Z. I thought Z was so cool. Like a little button
Z was
above
the
the top.
That it never got used.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to totally derail you. I watched a YouTube short, a guy that owns like a old retro gaming store.
Yeah.
He's like, did you know that when the GameCube turns on, if you hold the Z button, it like makes a sound effect?
Yes, dude, it makes the Diddy Kong thing.
Yes, like, yes, I watched.
It's like doom, 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 and then at the end there's like kids cheering.
Yeah, I watched that and I was like, what?
Yeah, so crazy. My cousin Drew showed me that. Yeah, dude,
and
insane.
Then it's insane. And then I guess if you do it with 4 controllers, it makes a different noise.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
But all 4 have to be holding Z.
Bro, I feel like I have to like go find like 4 controllers and just hold all of them. That's nuts. I agree. The GameCube controller was dope, and they were built heavy duty, bro. Like
built heavy duty.
You could smash, like you could button mash that thing, dude. Like those Mario Party games where you're like
Super Smash.
You're like just hitting it as fast as you could, dude. Like I would always win at those. I always had that. That was like in my bag of skills.
I had this friend who we always used to joke around that he would practice,
dude,
for when we would come over, and we'd be like, dude, stop. Like, we're here to have fun.
In Mario Party, stop. Derek used to like have me. He was like, yo, if he was out, he'd be like, dude, like, can you do this mini game? He was like, yo, like, he was against somebody else, and I would like, whoever I wanted to win, I was like, yeah, I'll hit the button for you. Crazy. It's totally cheating.
It is absolutely cheating.
Absolutely cheating. That was goated though. Cole goes, the boys in the day were definitely like, yo, hold Z. And someone didn't. They're like, dude.
Dude.
I was holding Z, bro. It's not letting me. All right. Let's go. I'm going to go. I think these, can I go 2 at a time? Can I do the Nintendo Switch, but explain? I'm going to go here.
Absolutely.
Horrible. And C.
Okay.
Let me explain.
Explain.
When you have to play Mario Kart and you're sitting there and you're holding half of one of those, you have one stick and
I hate it.
The buttons on the flat buttons that are supposed to be your bumper, I go, dude, how am I supposed to get that? I'm getting arthritis playing this game. Like, the thing is so small, you're holding it like this. Wicked annoying. I guess they're fine if you're doing like using both and like playing a game, but like it's just like so whack. When you combine them though, it's pretty wide. It's nice. I like where the buttons are. They have 2 sets of buttons too. They slide in nice. It always works well. I like the quality of them. So I'll put it at C. I think it's innovative, so I'll give it C. But I think they're drastically better than using just a single one.
I am in agreement with you. Yeah, I'm surprised you even gave the other Wii set a C.
Wii,
and maybe it's
Nintendo Switch.
Oh, Nintendo Switch. All right, sorry.
He's just used to shitting on the Wii.
Listen, man, it's now my persona.
Yeah,
right. Like I go anywhere. I go to the supermarket and go to the supermarket. This guy hates the Wii. I'm like, yeah, I fucking do. Yeah, I hate you too.
Yeah, this guy's throwing freaking food at him. Like, that's the Wii guy.
I'm used to it now. But yeah, both controller sets, they're okay. I always had issues with the connectivity of sliding them in.
Really?
Yeah, when you would slide them back into the Switch, I always had issues with Switch. And I think that was an issue because I got like one of the OG Switches where that was like still a bit of an issue with like sliding them both back in. But again, it's a super interesting concept, but I think this was made for a much younger gamer, not for full grown men.
I do like the fact though that it's portable and you don't have to bring a large size controller when you go somewhere, but you could go somewhere, you could go away and then build a large size controller on a portable thing. Like, you're not going away and using just a little side of it. You can go away and actually have like a fully built controller.
And I don't know if you can see in this, a TV.
You know how like the sides of that too have the handles on it.
Yep, on the black handles on the back.
Yeah, so I think that like the fact that it's you can build it into another style controller is pretty dope. So I like C. We can put it to D if you really want it there. I'm not too attached to the C, but I think it's drastically better than the E. I think it's more than 1 tier's worth better than the nunchuck things. They suck.
Yeah, they do kind of suck.
All right, bro, you're up.
All right. Give me the PS2 controller that is right next to the PlayStation 1.
Right here.
Is that
the black one?
Oh,
this is wireless.
Is that PS2? Oh, so that's PS3.
This is wired.
I can't see from here.
Yeah, so this is the newer PS2 one that had the DualShock in it. That was the first one that had the DualShock.
I use the OG stuff.
Okay, so right here.
Wait, that's the OG one?
Wait, this is PS1 right here.
Yep.
And then PS2
is
yeah. I think this is 3. And then this is the 3 wired, and this is the 3 not wired, wireless.
Oh, okay.
And then I believe, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, there's some that I'm just like, I've never used. But yeah, grab the PlayStation 2 and throw that in A.
2 right here.
Yeah.
We'll go. Wow. Okay.
Again, nostalgia is the strongest drug in the world when it comes to I don't know, gaming for me. Like when I think of that controller, I think of playing like countless hours of some of the games that we were talking about earlier, like you know, a Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, SOCOM 2 and 1. So definitely a near and dear spot to my heart. I wanted to put it in S, but I think S is like, I don't know. After doing the last tier list, I'm like, S needs to have S meaning.
It's got to have the it factor, you know?
It's got to have the it factor.
And especially because it's controller. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
it's got to also be like just controller. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the nostalgia comes in with it, but it's also got to be able to hang with the big dogs of if there's no games with it, just a controller. Like they're in a GameStop, lights are off, not plugged into a console. They all had Brawl. Which one's going to win? The S tier ones are going to win, right? It's like Toy Story.
Yep. just like Toy Story.
Just like that, bro.
But right, yeah, for me, PS2, the controller was good. It was a little small. I felt it was a little like not small maybe, but skinny. Whereas like the Xbox controllers filled your hands out a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me.
No, I agree. I'm gonna follow that up. I'm going to go to the PS3 controller.
Okay. Hey guys, Swedishfish here. To watch the rest of this tier list, click the link in one of the corners. I don't honestly know which corner DFISH will put it in. Or you can find the link at the end of the podcast. You don't want to miss my take on the Wii remote. It's going to be spicy. It's going to be spicy. I'll see you guys there.